Alright then guys, how's it going? It is JT Judgment here. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day wherever you are watching this video, and welcome back guys. Thank you once again for checking out the channel for another WWE Supercard video. Today's video is going to be, you know, a lot more laid back than usual. Probably not going to be as long because I don't really have that much planned for this video. I'm just, you know, recording this to give you guys a little bit of an update on my game and to get a video out onto the channel for you guys to watch. If you want something to grind to throughout this weekend's event, then feel free to do that. You know, it's one of the reasons why I like posting these videos, because I don't know about you guys, but I do tend to watch a lot of stuff while I'm grinding. You know, I don't just sit there on my phone, which is my, you know, my primary device that I play Supercard on. I don't just, you know, sit there tapping the screen actually watching the game. It is much better, guys, to play Supercard while you're watching, you know, chuck a TV show on, put a film on, have your device in your hand, tapping the screen. It gets things done a lot more quicker, or at least it feels like it does. And while you're tapping the screen and not 100% focusing on it, you will be surprised how much more you get done compared to when you're actually, you know, looking at the device, you know. But yeah, that's what I tend to do with my game. Today's video, not really that much planned. I mean, I do have a team battleground pack to open, so that should be pretty exciting. Hopefully I can get myself something decent out of that pack. Not only, guys, am I hoping for a Goliath, but that one WrestleMania. Subscribers of the channel will know, if this is the very first video, guys, you're watching by me, there is one card that has eluded me for the past few weeks, and that is the WrestleMania 34 Stone Cold Steve Austin. I've mentioned it in most of my videos recently. I apologize if you're getting earache from me mentioning it so much. But yeah, I've already got one. I really want the second for the Pro for my collection. It probably wouldn't make my deck. You guys will see on the screen. But just for me to see it right now, let me go over to my Road to Glory. Just to give myself a little bit of an update. Yeah, as you can see, you know, my worst card in my RTG deck is one of the best cards in WrestleMania 34 tier. Is Steve Austin better than The Rock? I don't think so. Maybe he's level, but I don't think he's better than him in the tier. So even if I do get him, he probably will be useless. But I love collecting Steve Austin's cards, and until I get them, it's always one of my top priorities to do in the game whenever he is given a card. Now, something worth noting, guys, you will notice that the display is a little bit different in this video. That is because I'm trying out using blue stacks over my my iPad, which is what I usually use, or I have been using to make these videos over the past few months. I just wanted to get used to blue stacks because everybody uses, I think, blue stacks to play this game, and I think it would make things a lot easier setup-wise, recording-wise, and should I decide to stream in the future, I think it would make things a little bit easier to get things sorted out, you know? Now, this weekend's event, I should say, we've got Last Man Standing making a comeback. I'm still, even though we've had a bunch of Last Man Standings, I'm really undecided whether or not I actually like this event, because I really do like to get myself some good cards. I mean, if I go to my best cards, go to Road to Glory, I mean, this is my Roman Reigns. He is currently in a momentum slot. If I take him out of a momentum slot, I'll actually show you guys rather than just speculate his stats. Let's take him out of a momentum slot for the time being. No, I don't want to go into wild. It's actually running a lot smoother. Oh, there we are. Here's the slow loading, guys. General cards. There he is. There's my Roman Reigns. Rank 775, currently with no momentum slot. This is the sort of card that I was hoping for. Which is a good thing, don't get me wrong, but it took a lot more credits than I wanted it to get this card. Now, I do realize people got like a slightly less, you know, a card slightly lower in stats without even spending anything. But yeah, I don't really like the idea of having to spend loads of credits, because even though LMS is nowhere near as credit hungry as it was in WrestleMania 34 tier, it still requires quite a few credits, or at least I think it does. The way I've been playing Last Man Standing, it requires quite a bit of credits to get yourself a decent card. But if I want to be grinding myself to get into at least the top 1,000, to get myself a card that could compete against full heroics, given I'll have to use a momentum slot, but I'm okay with that. I'm completely okay with that. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. Let's jump in. Let's actually play a game. I'll show you guys how far I've gotten on. Like I said, I mean, I spend... How much do I spend? Probably somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000 credits on not Last Man Standing, on Ring Domination as well as Road to Glory. So I don't mind spending that much on Last Man Standing. If I can get myself into the top 1,000 with spending that much, then I'm all for it. But I don't want to be, you know, spending 4,000 or 5,000 credits, because that's just, it's just way too much to spend on one event, you know, in my opinion. Anyway, I can, given what the information that I've heard, I've actually got three obstacles, so I'll go ahead and use one of my reveals there. But yeah, going from what I've heard from past Last Man Standings, to get, you know, like a very, very, very high level card in Last Man Standing, it costs, you know, anywhere from 15,000, 20,000 credits upwards. You know, I think JB mentioned in one of his videos that he obviously came first in the Roman Reigns Last Man Standing, and didn't he say he spent nearly 100,000 credits to get that card? Now, granted, I am comparing like first place to like 1,000 here, which is the spot that I want to finish. But you know, it's to get a good card. Let's be honest, guys. If you want a card in Last Man Standing that will, you know, be competitive in Goliath tier, you've got to be willing to spend a handful of credits. You know, take my Roman Reigns, for example. Like I just said, he's currently in a momentum slot, and he's hitting the late 320,000 in stats. And I think that card cost me 4,000, I think it was, credits. It was either just under or just over 4,000 credits, which I do kind of regret spending that much. But at the same time, he has won me a lot of games in King of the Ring, so I'm kind of torn on it. Let me know your opinions, guys. Are you going to be spending credits in this week's Last Man Standing? Because it is Ric Flair. He's a legend of the business. And whenever legends are included in the game, you know, it's always an incentive for me to play. Not that I don't like the current roster of WWE or anything like that. It's just when old-time wrestlers, Ric Flair, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, big-name legends, are, you know, given cards in the game. That's just my era of wrestling when I used to watch it regularly. I haven't watched WWE regularly for so long now, guys. I did watch Extreme Rules, was it last week? But I think that's the very first time I watched WWE in about 2 months. So, yeah, I mean, like I was saying, with like retro wrestlers, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, etc., whenever they are given like an event card, that will make me want to play the game more than, say, if the event card was someone like, oh, I don't know, say, remember back in Titan tier we had Andrade Almas. You know, nothing against the guy. I've never really seen him wrestle, so I can't really say anything about him. But that didn't really make me want to play the game compared to in Titan tier, again, when Goldberg had an event card. I was more excited to play for Goldberg than I was to play for Almas, you know? But, yeah, let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section down below. I will imagine that, you know, it doesn't really bother many of you, but it'd be very interesting to see your thoughts on that. So while I'm doing this, guys, LMS is actually performing very well for me, which is surprising, because when I was playing on BlueStacks about 10 minutes before making this video, it was actually like really slow and a little bit laggy, but now that I've actually started recording, it's actually playing very smooth. So with a bit of luck, nothing will change and the gameplay will stay exactly as it is. So you guys are seeing my current progression through Last Man Standing. I'm going to, more than likely, unless things change on the last day, more than likely I'm going to be going through this last man standing without buying any multipliers. The only thing I've bought so far that's last man standing related is the 400 credit pack in the store, which gives you 10 reveals and 10 blocks. Other than that, I haven't spent anything. So yeah, I think I'm going to use this last man standing as an example that will show me exactly where I will finish if I do it for free. Obviously, if you don't count the pack in the store that gives the reveals and blocks. Yeah, because I'm very interested as to where I will finish, because I'm prepared to play as much as possible. I mean, I do have work, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I still will be able to play a considerable amount of this event throughout the weekend, enough to get myself, or hopefully enough to get myself a sort of competitive card. I don't know. Like I said, I'm planning on getting into the top 1,000, but I sort of struggled to do that when I was spending credits on the last man standing. So whether I'm going to be able to do it for free, I don't know. I'm going to have to play so much. But like I said, I'm going to be using this week as an example. Show me how much I'm going to have to play as we complete that game there. We actually passed the arena, which is pretty sweet. That's actually my very first arena that requires, or that has 3 obstacles. So this is where it's going to start getting a little bit easier for me, as we get a Charlotte Flair there, which is pretty sweet. As we move on to arena 15. So I'm currently on arena 15, guys, as we just played possibly the longest arena of last man standing. Apologies there, I just started rambling and I didn't realise for how long I was going on for. So what we're going to do now, guys, is go into my messages to open up a team battleground pack. But like I was saying, guys, let me know how you guys are getting on in last man standing in the comments section down below. That'd be very interesting to hear. I don't know why those are there. Does this happen for you guys? My mailbox was full earlier. I deleted everything apart from obviously these rewards, but then you spend enough time away from the mailbox, you go back in and some of them have reappeared. It's a weird little glitch as a part of the game right now. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. I can just re-delete them. But yeah, it's just weird to see them pop up again after I've deleted them, you know? So are we going to walk away with a Goliath card within this team battleground pack? I'd love to walk away with one that makes a pro. Failing that, can I get I can get females in team battleground, can't we? Can we get females in team battleground? I've played this game enough to the point where I should know, but I don't. Let me go into rewards quickly. Platinum. Oh my god, why are you waiting on network so many times? You'd think we'd be used to waiting on network, but every time it pops up that lasts for like more than 10-15 seconds, we still get pissed off a little bit. Right. So, 1 male. Okay, so I can't get Goliath females, which kind of makes sense, to be honest. 3 chances really at a WrestleMania 34. So we got a guaranteed WrestleMania 34. If it's not a Goliath, I'm hoping for Steve Austin. If it's not Steve Austin, I don't think there's anyone I want. Taker would make a nice pro. AJ Styles would make a nice pro. But like I said, you saw my deck, guys. You can see it on the screen. It's not going to really make my deck for long, is it? So big shout out, guys, to Team BLD for putting in the work for this game. You know, whipping the ass of Kings of Chaos. They did put in a good shift, guys. You know, don't get me wrong, getting nearly 8,000 points. But when we're in full flow, it's kind of difficult to beat us. Let's claim the rewards, guys. Let's see what we get in this Platinum pack. I'm hoping for a Goliath that makes a pro. And I'm also hoping for a Stone Cold Steve Austin WrestleMania 34, guys. So come on, keep your fingers crossed. Let's see what we managed to get in a Platinum pack from Team Battleground. Come on, guys, please be decent. We're going to open it in 3, 2, 1. Come on, be decent. Come on. We don't get a Goliath. But the good news, I'm always disappointed to not see a Goliath, but there's 2 WrestleMania 34s. So we got 2 chances at a Stone Cold Steve Austin. Let's see if we manage to get one. WrestleMania number 1 is we get a Bailey, which is a new card for me. So that's not too bad. And the second one is Booker T. A pro, but not what I wanted. So yet another Team Battleground pack, guys, that is pretty disappointing. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but Goliath tier in Team Battleground is quite possibly one of the worst tiers in Team Battleground history in terms of pulling the cards from Team Battleground. I don't know how many packs that we have done in Goliath tier, but I can tell you guys, I think I've only pulled one. Off the top of my head, I can only remember pulling one Goliath from Team Battleground, guys, but don't quote me on that because my memory is absolute trash. But other than that, guys, I mean, this video is a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. You know, when I make these videos, sometimes I start rambling about something, and before I know it, I look at my timer on the screen, 10 minutes has passed. So, yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, you know, regardless of, you know, just the very limited amount of content that is actually in this video. I mean, I guess I could show you Royal Rumble. Do any of you guys really care about PvP progress? I'm currently number 1. If I go to my leaderboard, I think I am very, very far in the lead. I am going to be aiming for 4, yeah, as you can see, like 1,000 points ahead. I'm going to be aiming for 4 momentum slots from this PvP, because this is an event that not only is corresponding with Last Man Standing, so I want to get myself loads of reveals and blocks. What does Women's Royal Rumble give when you win a game? It gives you loads of picks. So not only am I grinding towards getting loads of reveals and blocks off the board, which is going to help massively in Last Man Standing, I'm also grinding towards my Goliath pull, aren't I, guys? And if I grab my phone real quick, I am currently on, can you guys see that? I am currently on 47 resets. So, realistically, it may be a little while before I get another pull, but hopefully it manages to be my next reset. We'll have to wait and see, guys. So other than that, I think I'm going to call it quits on this video. If you guys did enjoy, drop a like button and subscribe today for more content to come as soon as I can post them, guys. All the best with this week's Last Man Standing for the one and only Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Let me know how you guys are getting on in the comment section down below, and how much you guys, I'm going to try out again, how much you guys are planning on playing this event. And yeah, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. Like I always say, guys, most importantly, please take care of yourselves, and I will see you all next time. Ta-da, guys.